I actually think KSI is not even one of the best people in the videos anymore.
I think if anyone left, I just don't think Sidemen continues. Like, we only continue if it's a very amicable league.
Come with some devastating news. Some diabolical news. KSI has left the Sidemen. No! Yeah, you know what? I'll try and be serious for a little bit.
When KSI announced that he was leaving the Sidemen, everybody basically expected the same thing. Total Armageddon. The group is finished. Because for more than a decade, JJ had been one of the biggest faces attached to the Sidemen. But now we're finally hearing directly from people around the group about what actually happened after he left. And weirdly enough, obviously enough, almost nothing has changed. The remaining 6 still wanted to make videos, the production team is still there, the channel keeps on uploading and is overtaking JJ, and instead of collapsing overnight, Sidemen videos are like still pulling in millions of views, which is pretty funny considering these guys spent years saying they had absolutely no idea what would happen if one member ever walked away.
But here's what I want to know. I would have, well, you have to tell me if operationally anything changes.
The 6 of us have said that we want to carry on making the content, and we have the same team that we've built to help us deliver the content. So we are continuing making content and having a great time as the 6 of us, which is amazing because we did always say at one point, we said, if one of us leaves, then others leave. Does that end the Sidemen? That was a complete unknown that arrived on our doorstep, and there is no roadmap. There is no off-ramp. We never built an off-ramp. There was no on-ramp to the Sidemen, so to speak. So, yeah, fortunately, operationally, the Sidemen is much the same, which is what we wanted.
And that's what makes this so interesting, because years ago, the Sidemen were asked this exact question. What happens if one person leaves? And the answer was basically, we're probably cooked. They genuinely thought one member walking away could create a domino effect. One person leaves, then another guy starts thinking about his family, another guy decides he's done filming every week, and suddenly the whole thing slowly falls apart. And this makes sense. I mean, these guys are not teenagers anymore. Most of them have completely different lives from when the Sidemen started. But KSI finally tested the theory for real, and so far, the dominoes just haven't fallen. I mean, they're doing even better.
Interesting one, isn't it? Like, if someone tomorrow put in the chat, like, oh, boys,
I thought about this as
because
well.
even then, like what you said before, it is going to be one person that kind of creates the downfall in a way. It happens in boy bands.
Yeah, but I think by the time
bands.
one person's ready to leave, I think there'll be a couple others that are like.
I reckon if one of us left, it would be the end.
Yeah, it'd be like a domino effect, I think.
I have decided that I will be no longer be doing Sidemen videos.
But this is where I think people misunderstand why fans were actually annoyed. I mean, most people weren't furious because KSI eventually wanted to do something else. After 13 years, that's completely understandable. The problem was how he left. There wasn't some huge final Sidemen video. There wasn't a massive goodbye where everyone sat down together. And even though he's not entitled of that, some of his own friends apparently didn't even know exactly when the announcement was going public. And that's why the whole thing felt way colder than people expected. You spend more than a decade watching these 7 guys together, and then one day, BBC News knows JJ has left before Harry even gets through his Padel match. That's insane.
With some devastating news. Some diabolical news. KSI has left the Sidemen. No! Yeah, you know what? I'll try and be serious for a little bit. So, yeah. JJ's left. It's legit. I mean, you can probably tell by now it actually is legit. It's been a while now, but, yeah, it's kind of mad. Like, I've been doing Sidemen stuff, not to make it about me, but, I've been in the Sidemen for like 13, 14 years, which is like half my life. So it's a bit weird. It's kind of changed now. It's a bit mad. But as far as my thoughts on it, I don't think it's that big a deal. Not to make it sound like, oh, I don't care or you shouldn't care, but like, people want to do other stuff. I would never begrudge anyone for wanting to live their own life. I think, it is what it is. I don't want people to forget the 13 years previous of like all the amazing stuff and content we did, because I've got a lifetime of memories from the videos we did. So I'll be forever grateful. And yeah, however, it is not all sunshine and roses. I have some serious beef with you, KSI. I didn't know the announcement video was gonna drop when it did. I was getting ready for a paddle match. Next thing I know, we're on BBC News. My head's gone, and I lost the paddle match. So I will get my revenge on you in this life or the next, you bastard. But yeah. Also, I feel like he's not like he's dead. Like I'm sure I'll see JJ soon. Hopefully, we can do some So the videos in the future.
And then there's Sidemen, because somebody dug up an old clip where Mini Minter was asked whether the Sidemen would still be relevant without KSI, and surprisingly Simon basically said yeah. I mean, JJ disappeared for boxing camps all the times, and we still make good videos. He even joked that KSI wasn't necessarily one of the strongest people in every Sidemen video anymore, which sounds unbelievably brutal now that he's actually gone. But then Simon immediately said something that makes the clip even funnier. He didn't think the Sidemen would continue if somebody genuinely left. So in the same conversation, Simon somehow predicted both sides correctly. They can make great videos without JJ, but he still thought they'd never actually have to.
Do you think the Sidemen would still be relevant if KSI left?
Yes, because he disappears for fight camps and we still produce banging videos.
100%.
So I don't think there's that man behind the camera's got like that there. I've got that behind the camera.
You know what to say, mate?
You got any opinions? I actually think KSI is not even one of the best people in the videos anymore.
I actually agree. I think you are. I think you are.
Oh, thanks, mate. Have you ever?
Oh no! I mean, I just think if anyone left, I just don't think Sidemen continues. Like, we only continue if it's a very amicable leave. Like, let's say, like, God forbid, someone got something that meant they couldn't, they couldn't record. That's the only way we'd carry on.
So why did KSI even leave? I mean, I've already went through this before, but basically he just wanted to work on himself, and I guess like that is a completely valid excuse. But like the working on himself is these like completely brain dead shorts, and he's like saying stuff like, oh yeah, I'm gonna overtake speed. Oh yeah, and after that, I'm gonna overtake fucking Mr. Beast.
I'm trying to compete with Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
He gets about 4 billion every month in shorts and about 600 million long form. I mentioned the Sidemen boys, I'm gonna get more subscribers than Sidemen, and I'm also gonna get more views. I've got more views than Sidemen in a month, so now I just need to get more subscribers. And then it's like, all right, cool. I'm looking at speed now. I need to try and get more views than speed. Yeah. And I need to get more. Yeah. And then after speed, who's next? Yeah. Until I get to Jimmy.
And he's just so corny, and like I hate like watching his clips because he's genuinely so egotistical now. I mean, I saw clips of this dude like I think it was in 2018 where he was going like to his little brother, numbers on everything.
Anyway, it's clear that you do care about numbers, even pointless numbers like subscribers. There's no point claiming you don't when everything you're saying shows that you do care. So just say that you care. Just be honest. I mean, how can I blame you for caring about numbers when I used to do the exact same thing? I used to be obsessed with how many subscribers I had, how many followers I had on Instagram, how many views I got on my videos, etc. I was always focused on finding ways to increase my numbers to the point where I was doing videos that I just wasn't passionate about. But I did it because I knew it would get me the views. I wasn't making videos for me anymore, and that's why I left in 2017.
And then he left he left his brothers for some bullshit. Like come on guys, like you can agree, like what are these shorts? They're absolutely horrendous.
Professora, que conta é essa? 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor é 6, 7. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil.
And sure, he technically has more views than Sidemen, or is getting more than them because of his shorts, but guys, these are shorts. These are Mr. Beast style videos designed to explode while people are scrolling. And shorts views don't mean shit, by the way. Meanwhile, Sidemen are uploading massive long form videos and just hitting several million view days, and it's insane. So saying KSI gets more views than Sidemen doesn't really tell the full story. I mean, one side is optimizing for enormous short form reach, the other is still getting millions of people to sit down and watch hour-long videos. I mean, those are completely different games. There's like levels to this shit. Then there's like the other weird part of KSI's new direction. It's TV. JJ went from building his entire career on YouTube to appearing on something as traditional as Britain's Got Talent. And the Sidemen business side response to that is actually interesting. Basically, traditional TV used to be the top of entertainment. If you got onto one of these massive shows, I mean, you've made it. Now, someone like KSI appearing on Britain's Got Talent almost gets treated like a side quest because YouTube has become the actual core of his connection with younger viewers, and that's the irony. KSI left one of YouTube's strongest long-form groups partly to expand into all these different things, while the people behind the Sidemen still believe YouTube is the heartbeat of everything they're doing, and, well, it's paying off for them.
I remember seeing online the sentiment around him going and doing BGT, which is a fun thing to do, I think, for anyone, right? That's it used to be the gold standard.
Britain's Got Talent for anyone who's struggling to follow.
Sorry, Britain's Got Talent. The sentiment around him becoming a judge on Britain's Got Talent was, it's nice KSI's doing some side quests now. Like, that was the overwhelming thing from this younger audience who were going, that's fun. It's like, that's a nice thing to do on the side, which sounds slightly insane to people who, as I did, right? I've worked in this sort of industry I've seen BGT on top of the world, 10 million, 11 million, at its peak, like huge numbers. And now it's declined to, 2, 3 million. Someone like JJ, I'm sure it's an amazing, fun thing to do. And it's great to be able to have that experience and also to reach a broader audience who are watching still linear, but it's not in any way close to YouTube. And always his mindset and the other Sidemen, their mindset's always been that YouTube is the core. YouTube is the cornerstone, the heartbeat of connection to an audience. It's not linear, it's not traditional TV. And they can be fun, the experiences can be great, but it doesn't define you anymore in a way that actually, even when I started my career, it definitely did. So it's only been really in the last 5-6 years, I think, since TikTok, I would say. TikTok was the turning point when things really started to decentralize away from the power players of media, which is, I think, what we're feeling today.
And now we're seeing, the aftermath of an opinion that would have sounded completely insane a few years ago. The Sidemen are actually fine without KSI. They're even better, I'd say. Not because JJ was useless. I mean, obviously not. He's one of the biggest reasons the group became what it is. But toward the end, people felt like he sometimes looked like he didn't even want to be there. Whether that was just part of his character or he genuinely wasn't enjoying certain shoots anymore, the vibe had changed. Now KSI gets complete freedom to chase what he wants, and the other 6 don't have to wonder whether JJ's boxing camp, music schedule, or another project is going to interrupt filming. It might genuinely be better for both sides. The only thing that still feels weird is how suddenly it happened.
She's taking me for everything I've got, man. I'm finished now.
You gotta get a loan out, bro.
Yeah. Would you recommend I take a loan out? There's a moral question for you there.
I mean, do you make enough on your little YouTube channel? Like, is that...
maybe not for much longer.
So KSI leaving didn't destroy the Sidemen. I mean, at least not yet. But I think these guys got a good few years in them. If anything, the first couple of months had proved something nobody really expected. The Sidemen had become bigger than any one member. I mean, JJ gets to chase Speed, Mr. Beast, television, whatever whatever he wants to do. And the remaining 6 just, can keep winning. I mean, they can keep making the videos that built them in the first place. Maybe in 5 years, this really does end up being the moment everything started falling apart. Or maybe KSI leaving proves the Sidemen can survive something they spent years believing would kill the group. But either way, I don't think the interesting question anymore is, can the Sidemen survive without KSI? I mean, they already are. The question is whether KSI can build something on his own that was actually worth leaving them for, or he might wiggle his way back in. I mean, who knows? Anyways, guys, I love you. Make sure to sub. I mean, thank you guys so much. I'm a new channel, you know what I mean? And we're popping off the views. I love you all. Please subscribe.